This you want, and this you don't want. You want to know how to create a new window on top of your application's main window, and you want it to stay always on top. This is how you do it. First step, you create the main window. You import TK from Tkinter. You define your customization colors. You create your main window. You set a title. You change its background color. Then you call the main loop method. And we run our code. The problem is that the window is not practical that way. We will correct it in step 2. Now we will change two things, the size of the window, then its position. And here is the result. In this step, we will add a button that will create for us the new window on top. First, we import the button class. Then we create the button with these parameters. The master window, our main window, the text on the button equal to open, the background color, and the color of the text. We can also specify the size and the font family of our text. To add the button to the main window, we will call the pack method. We can set the side, here it is equal to bottom. We also added an horizontal and vertical padding, and we set the fill to X. So this way the button will fill the bottom line of our window. We created a button, but when we click on it, nothing happens. We will solve this issue in the next step. To associate an action to a button, we simply set the command property. Here, the command property is equal to the function openWindow. So, when we click on it, the openWindow function will be called. In the function, we create our top window, that is in fact a top-level widget. Before we create it, we add the top-level import. Then we define our customization color values. To create the top-level window, we specify the main window as the master window, and we can also set the background color. We can set the title and change its default size and position. Now, when we run our code and click on the button, it will display our new window on top of our main window. But as you may see, there are issues. The focus is still on the main window. We can still click on the main window. Therefore, we can click on the button several times, which will create in turn multiple windows. And that's we don't want. In the next step, we will see how to fix this. To set the focus on the main window, we will simply call the focus method. When we run, we can see that the focus is on the new window, but we can still click on the open button and on the main window as well. And this is not what we want. To solve this, we will add another call to another method, the grab set method. This way, the events, including the click event, will be directed to this new top window. If we run again, we can't click on the open button anymore, which is what we wanted. We created a window that stays on top, but usually we want to add other widgets to it, like lab for example, and this is what we are exactly going to do in the next step. First, we import the label class. Then we change our openWindow function. We create the label. The master property is set to the created top level. We set the text. We can specify the size, the font family, and the font weight. We can also set the background color and the color of the text. To add the label, we will also call the pack method, add an horizontal and a vertical padding, and set the anchor to W. So, it will be anchored to the west, to the right of the window. Now we can run our code. As you can see, the label is added to the new created top-level widget. To write this code, I use Visual Studio Code, and in order to run it, I had to select from a drop-down list the Python installation I wanted to work with. Of course, you must have Python already installed. If it is not the case, you can check the suggested video to install it. Bye!